after this. But let's talk about you.
So, good evening. We are back again. I would say 3-point collectors, but it wasn't a league game, was it, lads? How are we all? How are you, Northside? How are you for it, Saeed?
Bless, man. Oh, good. Big up for having me. I'm good.
Yeah, man. We're in the next round, man. We're in the next round. So look at Saeed's smile, man. I ain't seen him smiling for weeks.
Yeah, I was on the man talk with Big Steve, and then I was just drinking a bit of Carabao energy drink. Tastes like shit, but you know we're in the competition anyway.
I got the drink, you know. I love that.
I had to just, you know what I mean? I had to just be shameless about it because, like I said, there's no good news about United lately. So whenever you can get one over City, just be shameless, innit? And life is all good. You know what I mean?
You're mad. Do you know what? I've never seen a Carabao energy drink anywhere.
Bro,
only in Manchester.
That's a great point, Saeed. How did you even find that? I've never seen it in the shop.
Bro, I went to the local boss man. I said, "Have you got Carabao energy drink?" He said, "Yeah, we got plenty in store, man. Maybe nobody wants that. I don't know." And I now realize because it tastes shit, man. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, man, you know what I mean? Steve's always on my case, so I just had to just, you know what I mean? Just be shameless for one day and just enjoy it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm good here, man. Big up to everyone.
New merch, Saeed, yeah? You treat yourself Boohoo Man merch there, yeah? New hat. Shameless.
You know what I'm saying? Life's good, man.
Yeah, Saeed out here shining.
He was jetting out the country for a month. He was one minute he was in Parma or Mallorca or somewhere, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The other week before that, he was in Alicante. It's like now all of a sudden one win against Paris. Look at him, man. Shameless.
Listen, mate, if we win, I'll stay in Manchester. If we lose and we go on a shit run, then the next international break, you never know. I could be in Malaga with Lee Gunner. You never know, man. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows?
This is jokes. This has been the funniest start to a stream for ages, man. I swear.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, man. Life's good.
So you living life there on holiday, yeah? Looking like the mank Charlie Sloth, yeah? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I was enjoying it, man. Listen, Alicante, the nice beaches, it's lovely. Palma was a bit, it was a bit too kind of miserable. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's old people's home around there, but yeah, I mean, it weren't the greatest. I'm telling you, it weren't the greatest vibe over there. But Alicante was vibrant, man. And like I said, United got me in different ways, man. But luckily, we're on the 2-game winning streak, and you know what I mean. Life's good.
2 games undefeated, man. 2 games undefeated. Let's go, you know man. I mean? Undefeated.
We go wrong with it. Chet Lee got his head like, you lot are finished out. This is the United that we grew up on. No, definitely not.
Facts, man.
Nah, mate, both of our teams ain't the teams we grew up on. It's sad to see. That's why I put the title up there. Yeah, obviously, we'll come back to United in a minute, so you can have like a couple of minutes to, you know, cuss Arsenal, and then you can be shameless about United. Look, let me start with you, bro. The title is Arsenal Smash Palace. Arsenal stink. Havertz stinks. That's the title of this stream. Yeah, bro. I have seen more twerking for this guy than Kivior's wife, who's a twerk champion. Yeah, the amount of idiots I have seen, and they are idiots. James Benj, yeah, I'm calling that journalist out now. Yeah, I called him out yesterday and he reported my tweet, so it's limited visibility. Yeah, right. He's sitting there going, "Oh, but he cleared 2 headers out of our own box. Nobody cares, mate. I have 2 eyes. Yeah, and the last time I checked, I can see out of them. Happy days. Yeah, he was awful again last night in the Northside. And do you know what? Yeah, that guy was sheeping the referee all night. He was literally behind the ref. He was hiding behind the ref 5-6 times in that game. I was on Havertz watch last night because these people have been telling me and every other Arsenal fan out there and every other football fan, yeah, but this is off the ball work. Cool. Well, I won't watch the ball then. I'm watching him all game. Yeah, and I swear down, that guy runs into positions where it's impossible to give him the ball. In fact, he don't run, he jogs. Right? Then he'll start jogging around. Then he'll run away from the ball. One part in the second half, he run away from the ball. Yeah, and went right over the other side. As the ball's coming over his side, he jogged up the top and then over there. And like me, Matty, and Oliver are sitting there going, "What is this guy, man?" Yeah, North side, talk to me, man. Like, am I seeing this differently?
Bro, for me, I said on my review, Get rid of these Filus da puta. I don't even want a transfer fee. Just get rid. And then, when you've got them dusty stuff that you've had since you was young in the attic, and you're like, bro, just don't even worry, just take it. Do you know what I'm saying? You know that trash you don't even put a price tag on. That is how I look at Havertz and Jorginho. Both of them playing games in the midfield, like Ant and Deck Saturday Night Live takeaway, bro. That's the way that they were performing in that midfield. Absolutely shocking, bro. I saw Havertz here misplacing a pass to Jorginho and Smith Rowe and Nketiah consecutively. All one after another. Missed, bro, his passing is shocking, bro. Shocking. And for that performance, the only one thing I saw is one time he was sprinting, he was on the break, and he tried to pass it back. I think I was saying Nketiah. And that is the only thing that he did effectively going forward. Jorginho, how dare you, bro? Not only did you cost us in the North London derby, I saw in the opening 10 minutes of the game against Brentford, he lost the ball in the box. Can you not control the ball? Are you unable to control the ball now? I had enough, bro. These Filus da puta need to leave, bro. It makes no sense. It makes no sense having them in the midfield. Jorginho, I've been saying his best attributes are not defensive. I don't know why he plays CDM. El Nene might have, deficiencies to his game, but one thing he is decent at, he's decent at defending, who at least shield the back four. I'm sick and tired of this Filus da puta. What does he do? Havertz the same thing, walking around like the German giraffe. I had enough of this guy. What do you do, bro? You don't score. You don't shoot. What do you do? The guy looks like the German Doctor Who. Every time the game starts, he's getting into that phone box. Oh, you know what? It's 90 minutes. I don't need to perform because I get selected next game. Let me just teleport. I don't know. Let me go see Bayern. I don't know. Let me go see Harry Kane down there in Bayern Munich. Let me just teleport out the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Jorginho must have been borrowing, flipping Fabi Vieira's flipping. Bro, I'm sorry, I had enough.
Man said gone.
Man said hot yoke.
I've had enough.
Oh, he's had
El Neni came on that pitch, and in 20 minutes, El Neni did more than Kai Havertz has done in 8 games. 8 games.
Wow.
El Neni come on that pitch. He had energy, he had tempo, he was going forward, he was defending well, he had a decent effort on goal. He's done more in 20 minutes than that guy. I call him the German Lurch. Yeah? Like German Lurch, bro. Right? He walks around that pitch looking like he's looking for Win the dog, like he's lost his dog. Like, I'm over he's walking around the pitch like, where's my dog? Where's my dog?
Wait, did you see when he was running full blast? He looks like, them people that have never ice skated ever in their life at Ali Palace, and they're doing leg movement, but they're not going anywhere. That's what that Filus da puta Havertz looks like when he's running, bro.
Man said he looks like a giraffe on skates, mad. You know what I'm saying? Sorry,
You know what's crazy as well? Do you know what's crazy as well, right? Eddie Nketiah, after nicking 100 grand a week, right? I had some guy come in my watch along last night because we were all hyping up Ivan Toney. Get Ivan Toney in here. This is a joke. Get this guy off the pitch. Get Ivan Toney at Arsenal in January. Some guy come in my watch along last night and said, yeah, well, what was Ivan Toney doing at Eddie's age? Okay, cool, mate. You think Eddie's 19? He's 24. 3 years ago, Ivan Toney at 24 was breaking the championship goal scoring record. Do me a favour. People think before they type. Yeah. Again, another stinker. All that guy does, he's the opposite to Havertz. Right? Havertz walks around the pitch, making it look like he's doing stuff. Yeah. This guy runs 100 miles an hour, doing nothing, but at least he's looking like he's doing something. Yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, look, he's got work rate. He's got work rate, bro. The guy's dead. Yeah, the goal that he set up for Reece Nelson, right? I swear to you, I said this, I've watched it again today. Why didn't he shoot? He's 6 yards out on his left foot. I know he's right-footed, but you're a professional footballer. If you can't shoot with both, mate, get out the game, right? He's 6 yards out, goal side of the defender, and he squares it back. It was easier to shoot than to pass to Nelson, right? The guy then slides straight past Nelson, which is why Nelson scored. If that guy stays on his feet, that's blocked. That ain't even going to Nelson because the guy defends it. You're 7 yards out. Yeah. Oh, but he works hard. He's got work rate. Get in the bin.
I haven't seen your game, so he passed. So it was Kai Havertz. He passed the ball rather than shooting.
No. It's Eddie Nketiah passed.
Oh, Eddie Nketiah. Oh, my bad. Okay, I'll just.
There's another one.
It was very, very kind of like, yeah. He could have got the defender. Could have got there. I don't know what the defender was doing, but it was very, very kind of like Eddie Nketiah should have shot first. But listen, I don't know. I think with the Havertz thing, I've just watched that James Bench tweet, and he says here, The big moments aren't landing for Kai Havertz. The little things matter, though. And I'm like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, it's 65 million, man. Are we going to still keep talking about the little things? You know what I mean?
Where's this energy for Nicola Pepe?
Brought him for? Well, that's what I'm saying. Where was the energy for Nicolas Pepe? So, I don't know, man. Again, this is on Arteta. I don't think it's on any Arsenal fan. Like, and this is why when you man are cussing him, I'm like, yo, fair play, because I don't think any Arsenal fan wanted Havertz. And the manager brought him in. He's now looking like he's not playing in the big games now. He's trying to drop him now and whatnot. But for me, that don't solve the issue because you're only putting more pressure on him. When he does play in these Carabao Cup games and he don't perform, then, you know what I mean, it makes it look worse. But I just never understood the Havertz sign. I really didn't, man. Like, he hasn't made an impact in 3 years at Chelsea. You know what I mean? Apart from one Champions League final. Fair enough. He scored the winning goal. But apart from that, like, what has he really done? And what made Arteta go and spend 65 million on him to make an impact for you to win the league? I just don't get it. And this is why Arteta, for me, is baffling. Like, he's doing all these little stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I just don't get it for me. And that's why I'm like, I get it whenever you man are cussing every week, and I'm like, A, I've seen this before at Chelsea, so it gives you more strength in your argument. And B, you're meant to be now winning the league, so you're bringing Havertz. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense for me. And that's why I'm like, bro, he don't really do anything, you know?
Saeed, I'll be real with you, yeah? These fans are not going to escape the wrath as well, bro, because
they will not escape.
No, they will not escape, bro. Bro, they may not have wanted Havertz, yeah? But then why make excuses to back the signing? I've heard Robbie from AFTV saying that Havertz, people are using him as a scapegoat. You never wanted him. I heard Arsenal fans...
Sorry to cut you off, by the way. Sorry to cut you off just there while you were about to go on the flow. I have no idea why they were even doing a watch-along last night or doing any fan cams. Yeah, because this League Cup, his words, is beneath a club like Arsenal. So why was he doing any content then? Yeah, full of shit. These is a melt. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so apparently people are using Havertz as a scapegoat, according to this fan base. Havertz is a good header of the ball. Havertz does the things that you can't put into words. Havertz is a top player. His confidence is just low. Bro, it's not just about confidence and athleticism. If it's just about athleticism, how come Usain Bolt didn't make it in football? Because I tell you what, he's more athletic than Havertz. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and people talk about confidence.
He's got more tech than him as well.
People talk about confidence league. Do you know how many guys I see confident when they go into Power League? At the end of the game, we see who's really confident. The people that had a good just because you got confidence just because you're full up of confidence doesn't mean you got the ability to perform on the pitch. So I don't understand with Arsenal what this thing with athleticism and confidence. Are you good enough? Are you actually good enough? It is a disgrace, that Brentford performance. Wisa was absolutely cooking us. Him and Mbeumo absolutely cooked us. The midfield was completely non-existent. We weren't pressing. The second half, we were pinned all the way back down to our end of the box. It was completely disgraceful. And this is with a bench that they've said has been fixed. This is a bench that they said last season cost us the league, but this season has been fixed. And they had predictions of either winning the Premier League or winning the Champions League. Semis in every cup. I'm sorry, that is a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. It ain't good enough. And if they had Ivan Toney on that pitch yesterday, we would have held 7.
Five at least.
Minimum 5, bro. Minimum. We were lucky. They hit the post. Even before they hit the post, they already had 5 or 6 chances to bury us. Absolutely bury us. Yeah. Ben White yesterday with that 50p head, he looked like Alan Carr with tattoos, bro. Alan Carr ready for a boys' holiday. That's what he looked like. What was that, bro? Out of position. Tomiyasu's another one. Another 50p head. I don't know what he was doing as well at times. He grew into the game. He got better, but that's not good enough. Kivior's still not of the level. Ramsdale struggling to distribution. He almost got the ball taken off of him in the box. And people say we're going to win the league. We're going to win the league with this. Is man serious? I'm not going to get onto that youngster, the junior guy that was on the right-hand side, because it ain't his fault. Eddie Nketiah, how many chances did he flop? Yet this fan base were happy to keep on Eddie Nketiah that's done nothing for us. But Balogun actually had a good loan spell. Nah, let's get rid of him. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
they're all mocking him for missing 2 penalties in one game the other day, but they'll sit there and boost up Eddie Nketiah for 3 years. Wait, in fact, 7 years he's been at Arsenal in the first team, in and around it. Eddie Nketiah. Yeah, about 6-7 years. Yeah, what's he done? He scored 39 total career goals. That's it.
Yeah.
But 39, five at Leeds and 34 at Arsenal. And I remember,
how many chances did he get that game? I would say about easily 8 chances to
bro,
score.
and I'm telling you right now, yeah, I was at his first game, Eddie Nketiah, when he came off the bench against Norwich. And we were like, whoa, who's this guy? Like, shouldn't nearly had a hat-trick. He scored 2 goals that night, got us through the cup, same cup, right? Ever since then, it's just progressively got worse. He goes on loan to Leeds United and can't even get
there. Yeah. I remember Joseph. Let me ask you a question, guys. Yeah, when you look at Arteta and Jesus, I know Jesus is coming back from injury, but I feel like there's something with him and Nketiah that he's got this relationship with, and he kind of, I don't know if he trusts him to press better or to do something better up front. I don't know. Maybe he feels like he's more clinical than Jesus. That's why he sticked Jesus out in the wide, didn't he? On the weekend. I know that Trossard was out and certain players were out, but Jesus is still your main striker. So why accommodate him on the wing? I don't know. There's something about Nketiah that he's got an affinity with. He's got this kind of soft nature about him.
Control him, bro. He can control him. That's why he's gone with these youth players.
Well, there you go.
Like, and then like you go and get somebody like Jorginho. Well, nobody else wanted him, mate. Like El Nenny's only there for vibes. And to be fair, El Nenny's better than half of our midfielders. Yeah, and that sums it up. Right? That actually sums it up. Jorginho is washed. Yeah, but Havertz is washed.
Oh yeah, Havertz is Havertz. He was an awful signing. He's still an awful signing, and the fact that he's starting Carabao Cup games and not starting Premier League games tells you all you need to know. Because he didn't start against Spurs. Who was the game before that? I think he was on the bench as well, right? Who did you play before Spurs? Who was the game?
PSV.
PSV. Yeah. Did he start against PSV?
No.
He didn't start against PSV.
Did he start against? I think
he did. I'm saying Premier League game. It was the Premier League.
Match Premier League. Everton.
Yeah, Everton. He didn't start against Everton, did he? So that tells you where he's at already. Like it's not a good. Like Saeed said, horrible signing. He's not a good player. We all watched him at Chelsea. That's the crazy part. There's no Arsenal fan on planet Earth when he was at Chelsea was like, all right, we just lost out on the league to Manchester City. You know who we need to go and close the gap? Kai Havertz. And the pennies dropped for Arteta. How's your 65 million pound man on the bench? Why is he starting Carabao Cup games? Why is he starting Champions League games against PSV with the second string players? That tells you the level he's at. And Arteta's realized already, like, oh crap, I've made a mistake. Let's protect him. Because your biggest games that you're playing Everton away,
what he's doing. He's spot on. He's protecting him now.
Same with Spurs. Like he's realized, like, all right, I've made a mistake, and it's going to take injuries for him to get back in the side because Arsenal are a better side without him. It's clear as day.
Arrogant, this manager, Flawless. Yeah, he is so arrogant, mate. Do you know what? Yeah, Northside. I know you watched the game as well, bro. Yeah. Did you feel? Yeah, because I felt this as well. Every time they panned in on Arteta, it felt like he knew he was effed. Yeah. You know when Unai Emery, when we played Frankfurt, and he was standing there rubbing his chin. That's the vibes I got last night. That guy looks stressed. He looks stressed, bro, to the point where it looks like he's like, wow, I'm out of my depth here. Right. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I see it.
After the North London derby, Arteta come out in the press conference and he said he was asked about the 2 changes, Rice and Fabio Vieira. He said Rice was injury, but he said Fabio Vieira coming off for Havertz was a tactical change. Well, what did he offer? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So he didn't offer nothing in the North London derby, and then he comes on here. All he does is stay next to the ref like he's flipping Randall from recess, grassing on all the players. That's what he's doing.
Hey, classic.
That's classic, that, yo.
Honestly, if any of you lot in this chat or on this panel have 90 minutes to waste, right? Just go and watch that game, but just watch Havertz.
Maybe not.
And do you know what's crazy? Kenny was at the game. And he said the fans in the crowd were going nuts about him. They're turning on him already. Yeah, and right.
They will, man. People don't think that match going fans don't like turn on players and they're super fans and whatnot. They actually do. Like I was at the game at Bayern, man, and the amount of people that were going in a Rashford, it was crazy, man. They were like selling and that. So it can happen. And you know what? I think online with the online fan base, and when people I feel like they don't want to pay it out, but give him time or whatnot. But bro, he's been here 3 years. He's been there 3 years in the Premier League. So it's like, how much more? He should be ready-made. What is he, 23, 24 now? He's not a youngster anymore. He should be ready-made, coming into that squad and make you better. Declan Rice is a good signing. He's made you better. Like there's certain signings, Timber will come into your team and will make you better. But you see, Kai Havertz, he's not going to make you better. So why sign him? You could have got a Diaby with that, like Aston Villa bought. You could have bought a player that would actually come into your squad and make an impact. So that's where I feel like for me with Arteta, if you don't win the league this year, you've just went and wasted 65 million because nobody else wanted him. No Arsenal fan wanted him. So I just think for
it's a
me,
waste,
it's a
Saeed.
joke. And you know what?
It's a waste. But yeah, just quickly, it's a waste. It's a bad signing. Like Arsenal fans can give out all the copium they want about Kai Havertz, and journalists and fans can do mental gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? Everyone doing backflips and front flicks and roly polies that he's not a good player. It's an awful signing. Like it's as simple as that. But yeah, go on, carry on.
No, I just think for me, you are right in that aspect that he is trying to protect him. You know what I mean? He is trying to play with the Carabao Cups to get
What Carabao Cup done? I mean, 65 M's, and you're playing in the Carabao Cup.
You know that's what he is though. Like,
ain't gonna work.
You know that chance that he had? Was that him? That one that he had a shot with his right foot and he got blocked, but he was literally
and he's left-footed, and all he had to do was strike it with his left. He had space, time, no one near him, and he cuts them to his right into traffic straight at the straight.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, he could surely score that. And I could not believe it. The guy went on his right foot, bro. His right foot is, you can see it's evidently worse than his left foot. His left foot isn't anything anyway. He might score the odd screamer and that, but that's about it. And yet, he still couldn't score. I don't know, man. I just think for me, man, it's just...
It's the changes as well from the
And you know what's going to happen? Go on, sorry.
It's the changes as well from the manager. We were getting cooked from Ben White's side. They were cooking us. He was getting cooked, bro. Everyone knows he ain't got recovery pace, and he was out of position against fast players like Wisa and Mbeumo, sorry. Bro, sit back a little bit, bro. Because you already know, if they turn, they're going to cook you. And you ain't got the recovery pace to get back. Yeah? Do you know what this manager does? 69th minute, takes off Ben White, puts on Zinchenko. Sorry? Is that how you're shoring us up at the back? Zinchenko, where his worst attribute is defensive. And then what does Zinchenko do? Comes on, starts getting cooked on that side. Within 5 minutes, passes the ball to a Brentford player straight in our box, and they're in on goal. And if they could have finished, that should have been a goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Eddie and Ketty are staying on once again, I don't know why, to the 87th minute, and we're bringing on Cedric. A Cedric we tried to flog for 20 million to Fulham. Make that make any sense, bro? El Neni's coming on as a CDM and is performing better than Kai Havertz. That's a false nine. That he's a striker. That he's creative. He scores goals. He's a good header of the ball. How's El Neni having a better performance than you? He's coming in the 80th minute. Make that make sense.
El Neni's a better player.
Sack that filho da puta in Arteta, bro. Sack that filho da puta. He's not improved anything. Filho da, get your P45. What filho da puta? Your substitutions are either wrong or too late. Your bench you have not worked on. This team has no plan B, bro. I keep saying this. I saw it from last year, the first game against Man United. We get opened up, like a shawarma on the counter attack. Why is it that we have no plan B under this manager? No plan B. Brentford, every time in the counter attack, we're opened up every time, and this is whether we have all our players fit or not. So I'm not hearing no excuses about there's injuries. We don't have any other way of playing. This manager, the substitutions are a disgrace, bro. Absolute disgrace. And we caught life yesterday. We caught absolute life yesterday because they couldn't finish.
Yeah, they had some trouble. Yeah, they couldn't finish it, didn't they? Yeah. By the way, man, every time North side.
Cedric Suarez. Last time I see Cedric Suarez, he was teaching Win the Dog Portuguese. Yeah, so that begs the question.
No way.
Who was looking after the dog last night? Because he played for the last 10 minutes.
You don't understand.
Wow. Bro, this dog, I'm telling you, man, Steve was cooking this dog before, man. He was like, yo, this dog, man, he's going to bring...
Bro, have you ever seen another club with a dog in the team photo? Yeah. Mate, FC Cologne, their logo is a goat, right? Before matches, they walk the goat around the side of the pitch. A bit like Gunnosaurus, they walk it round, right? Yeah. But I've never seen them take a team photo with the goat.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of fire though, because of the acronym for GOAT. Like I think that's fire. The GOAT thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'd be like, you know what? I understand where that's coming from, but this
which club is it in Portugal North side that has the eagle? Is it Benfica?
Yep.
Yeah, they fly the eagle to the other end. Yeah. Right?
You have to change your logo.
But I don't see anyone looking after the eagle though.
I've never seen them take a team photo. For their squad team photo with the eagle in it. Yeah, this club's a disgrace, bro. I swear down. Yeah, people are sitting there gassing up. Oh, well, we're in the next round. Just be happy. Yeah, same idiots said, just be happy we're top for 93% of it. Yeah, we see the bigger picture. Yeah, we see the bigger picture. Yeah, this is not sustainable. Bro, we have scored 12 league goals 3 are penalties, and 4 have been deflected.
Ooh, that's bad.
Better than
Ooh.
us. I don't know how many we scored flawless. We scored like 7 goals. 8
Yeah,
goals.
7 goals. Yeah, our attacks. Yeah, it's calling
Yeah.
it media is being nice, but you not really. So it's 3 penalties and 4 of them had been deflected.
And
Out
4
of
They've not
12.
been great this
That's
season,
5
man.
goals
Arsenal.
that have
I'm
been
not gonna lie to
straight
you. I've said it from
goals.
day one.
Yeah, that's very.
They've not been
telling,
great,
that.
man.
Mm.
They've literally got 1 or 2 goals a game. Obviously, the PSG game was an anomaly, but I don't think Arsenal have been convincing this season, man. And I thought this would be the season where they would show a bit of like the next kind of edge to them, and I don't think they have been, man. Obviously, Man City are always going to do what Man City do. They're the kind of like level to kind of get at, and now you're what 4 points behind them already. And it's like, yeah, don't mention it, dog. They got big Steve. But I generally think for me, like Arsenal, I don't know what it is. Again, Arteta's trying to be Pep and tinkering around and what, but yo, you got to make sure you know what you're doing, man. Because
Yep.
you know what I mean, you lose one game and then they keep winning and keep winning and winning.
Mate,
There's
our
no
fans were
time
sitting
to
there
afford
laughing
to
at them
kind
last night for getting knocked out the cup. They're probably the only club in England that can
I
genuinely
was.
sit there and say, yeah, but they're probably the only club in England that can genuinely sit there and go bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they legit have that.
Everyone
That's
laughed
they
at
can say that. That's a big.
Everyone was
That's a
laughing. They
statement.
played Sergio Gomez. Is it Sergio Gomez? They played him on the right wing yesterday. Yeah. Somebody in my chat said, yeah, he's playing right wing. Yeah. And then somebody else commented straight after and said, confirmed Zinchenko right wing in the next game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. This guy, right? I called him out before he had the job. I didn't want him. I still don't want him. I can't stand anything about what he like. The press conferences, he's just an idiot and arrogant. Yeah, his tinkering is a joke. His subs are a joke. His in-game management is a joke. His management is a joke. The only thing I give him credit for, 2 things. 1, he won us the FA Cup, cool. But that was 4 FA Cups ago. Yeah, let's not forget that, right? Soon to be 5, right? And the second thing, he actually does care. But that ain't enough to win at Arsenal, mate.
Yeah.
That ain't enough. I looked at our bench the other day, right, against Tottenham. Yeah, this started gassing up a squad depth. Yeah, this is because these idiots sit there and they put one player in 3 different positions on their little football pitch that they tweet out, right? So it have Reece Nelson in 3 different positions, Smith Rowe in 3 different positions, Vieira 3 different positions. Well, as soon as one gets injured, mate, that's 3 positions lost, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. On the bench at the weekend, Kai Havertz, Tomiyasu, Kivior, that's 100 million quid. 100 million.
Is that 100 M's?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
that's
fact,
bad.
it's more than that. It's more than that. It's
That's
105.
Yeah, that's bad. Like you lot in the summer, I think it was very clear where Arsenal, everyone could see where Arsenal needed to improve in the summer just gone. And you just didn't do that. Like everyone knows that you
didn't do
needed
it.
a striker. Everyone like go get it. As good as Jesus is, yes, you needed an upgrade on Jesus. I think that was evident. Same in the midfield as well with Xhaka in there. Well, Xhaka leaving, it's like, all right, go get an improvement right down the spine of your team. And obviously not signing a striker number 1 and then signing Kai Havertz number 2 is just where Arsenal are at. And that's why you're now
Like for like.
still.
They've
Yeah,
only done like for like.
Like for like, it got worse because Havertz is worse for Xhaka, even though they needed an upgrade on him. Xhaka is a better central midfielder than Kai Havertz.
He's balling out Leverkusen now, you know. He's balling out Leverkusen, by the way. I don't know if you've watched
Is he
There's
playing
nothing
Leverkusen
original
in
about
the
this
league.
manager. There's nothing original. When you look, he's now playing centre backs in the fullback position. Pep was doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? He's playing Kivior and Ben White as fullbacks. Pep was doing that. Everything he's doing is copying homework. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's just doing that.
Even your banner, though. Even your banner, I can't believe that, man. City fans were telling me like, "Oh, you've copied the same banner in them as well." Like, what is it? What's that banner called?
Yeah,
not
forever.
Forever.
Something. I see it the weekend.
Yeah.
And Man City had the whole stand with that. And we've copied that.
basically.
We have copied
And I
it
was
in
like,
the
"What
North
is
London
your?"
derby. In the North London derby? We
Yeah,
had that banner.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? You know what I mean? I don't know if you're trying to be the next. I mean, you might as well be Girona in a minute. You might as well be Troyes. You might as well be this Man City.
Girona are top of the league, bruv.
Bro,
I watched them against Villarreal
yeah.
yesterday. They absolutely
they're
cooked
quality.
Villarreal.
I know. I want to support them, but then I realize they're under the City establishment, so I can't really
Yeah,
support
so
them.
I want to support them.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I thought, you know what? Like, I don't want to kind of support La Liga. Like, Real Madrid and Barcelona are up there. I thought, who's the underdog story? Then obviously they're owned by Man City. But I think ultimately, man, I just think Arsenal, yeah, they got a decent fixture in Bournemouth coming up, but I don't know. You don't know what kind of Arsenal's going to turn up. And like I said, you know what I mean? It's just one of them where I think Arteta now is compromising what he believes in for the sake of shoehorning players in, like Nketiah, like Havertz, like certain players that, for me, last season you played with swagger. And that's why I said it in the tweet. I said Arsenal played with swagger last season. You went away to Bournemouth, smacked them up. You went to certain ground, Brentford away, 3-0 last season. Now all of a sudden you're struggling 1 or 2, 1 win, 2 ones. You know what I mean? So I can't lie, man. It's not looking good for Arsenal, man. And ultimately, you know what I mean, this season, if he bottles it, bro, and he don't win a trophy, uncomfortable conversations, man.
100,
Uncomfortable
100%.
conversations.
100%. No,
You know
listen,
what I
big
mean?
up to 850 in the building, man. Big up Vincent as well. These Dutch boys don't muck about, bro. I'm telling you, yeah. The Ajax
Bro,
lads have got the whole board sacked. Like they've all gone. Apparently, they've commented earlier. Big up to you, man.
Mr.
Yeah,
They're all
someone
gone,
said
yeah.
what? There's been There's been riots where they riot in the Ajax.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. No, I've not seen
Bro,
it.
they
No.
got the game called off. They were 3-0 down to Feyenoord.
3-0 down.
They got the game called off and smashed the life out of the stadium.
Jesus.
Yeah. Bro,
I didn't know. You know what? I actually did see that on Twitter, but I didn't know if it was real or not. You never know with
bro,
social
the
media.
police
You know what I'm
were
saying?
charging it, and they were smashing the inside, the outside, flares
That's
going
crazy.
off. Yeah,
That's
these
crazy.
foreign teams don't muck about, bro. And I'm negative for sitting on YouTube saying that Arsenal is shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Bro.
I
Did you
wonder
not
if
see
any
the,
top Ajax fans
the
are
PSV
tweeting about
fans?
it. Like,
Yeah. PSG were like that as well. I think even Lyon, apparently Lyon, they literally spoke to the players.
yeah, on the
I said,
megaphone.
yo,
Yeah,
you're
the ultras.
yeah, on a microphone. Yeah. And I put
And
a tweet
all
out
the
saying,
players are standing
why
there
is
for
this
Leon
being
going, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, because they
So-
know, man. They know what's coming, bro. If they sit there and disrespect them ultras, well, they need to leave town. Like, real quick.
Man.
Real quick. They
You
don't muck
can't
about.
demand, man.
But it's accountability.
Yeah,
bro.
it's true.
There's no accountability at our football clubs. Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Facts.
Like, I'll give you another example. Yeah. Like, your football club, happy birthday, Stepney. Yeah, the day after you lost to Brighton. Our football club yesterday, happy birthday, Granite. When was the last time you see Real Madrid tweeting out Feliz cumpleaños, Roberto Carlos? Yeah, or Guti, or Steve McManaman, or Beckham? You don't, do you? Because they're there to win. Yeah, they couldn't care less.
Yeah.
And these are legends, right? Some of the greats. Yeah, happy birthday, Granite. Get in the bin. Yeah, get in the bin. Yeah, whoever's running
He's
that.
not there at the club, man. Why'd you say happy birthday to Granite? He's not even there at the club. He's left last year. Like,
Yo,
move
you know
on.
what?
Bro, we
The
wished
admin-
Yaya Sanogo happy birthday a couple of weeks back.
Hey, you know
No
what?
way.
You know what it is? The admin, yeah. In the defense of the admin, maybe in his job role, he has to tweet X amount of times. So he's like, all right, wait, just Google former Arsenal player birthdays. Yeah, Sanogo. I was like, all right, let me wish him a happy birthday. Rather than have to come up with something creative, you know what I'm saying, on the tweet, he's like, let me just wish these man happy birthday. Maybe he just
He was
ticking
meant
off
to
the
be the next
criteria.
Henry.
It's a quota.
When
Yeah,
he
yeah,
meant
I
to be the
remember.
next Henry? When he meant to be the next Henry? Yeah, Sanogo.
Bro, do you know what? He's done more. He's done more for Arsenal, yeah, in cup finals than most of these top stars that we've bought. Yeah, he actually set up a goal in a cup final once upon a time for Aaron Ramsey against Hull City. Yeah, but yeah, he didn't like football. He wanted to be a postman. I'm not even joking. He was actually a
No
postman,
way.
and he said that he didn't like football. He wants to be a postman.
Well, fairs, man. Some
Wow.
people just genuinely don't. Some people just see it
Fair
as
play.
a job. So fair play to him. Like, fair play to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, he won us a cup. He's won more trophies in England than Harry Kane. And it's what it is. Listen, big up to 850 inside. Man. Let's get Said being shameless. Yeah, let's get Said being shameless.
Come on,
Bro,
man.
3-0. Talk to me, man. Martial balling, scoring.
Martial
Garnacho.
balling.
Did that goal go down as Garnacho's? I'm not sure. And
Nah, he did. I
and he
need that
looked at-
because of Rance, innit? Because Rance has got an agenda that will definitely go down as a Garnacho goal. But listen, man, I can't lie. For once, we were entertained, man. This season, it's been boring football. You see that at Burnley. I was falling asleep on the stream, man. For those that are watching my stream, I was falling asleep. I was like, what is this type of football? But you know what? Credit to the lads. Amrabat came in and I thought, wow, what a performance from Amrabat. Like, he came in, yeah, and he played on that left, you know what it's called nowadays, that left inverted fullback role. But he kind of like played in midfield, and I think kind of Maguire played left back almost. So I thought for me, we played well. We played some good football, probably the best football this season. I know it was, you know, Crystal Palace's C, D team, whatever you want to call it. But end of the day, certain teams are playing, you know, Brentford's second team, etc., and whatnot, and they're only winning 1-0. So sometimes you need to see a bit of style about your performance, because at the end of the day, you're watching it for 90 minutes. You know what I mean? And yeah, no Bruno Rashford. We actually kept the ball. Shock. You know what I mean? So I feel like for me, good game, good result. And back-to-back wins, man. You know what I mean? Like that,
Let's
I
go,
can't
man.
complain. Like when you're winning games, you know what I mean? Life is good because man, I've been depressed, bro. Like, man, you see me going on holiday, you see me going to Alicante and all that. Like, I'm just enjoying it while I can because I know around the corner, you never know what will happen. And that's why I'm saying one game at a time. That's why I'm like, enjoy it while you can. Because this United team, you never know what you're getting. It's like a pack of cards. You don't know what you're getting next. And ultimately, Ten Hag might go to his favourites next game and say, I'm playing this player, I'm playing this system because I want to suit it towards these players. And we may end up losing. And that will then be screaming and shouting out everything, you know what I mean, that's bad about the club. But yesterday or the day before that, we played some good football, man. You know what I mean? So I can't complain, man. It was good to see some good football. I don't know
Yeah.
what flawless football.
It's no coincidence that you dropped Rashford and Bruno and you started playing decent football, isn't it?
But there you go. Keeping the ball.
It was a surprise because when you see the team, it's like, okay, you never know, like Saeed said there with Manchester United, which Manchester United is going to turn up. But props to the entire 11. They did the business, not only for the first, because that first 20 minutes was very similar to the first 20 minutes we played against Brighton, very similar to the first 20 minutes we played against you lot. But what we'd even, the Bayern Munich game as well, but then what we did was not capitalize on playing well. And then we concede and then we'd fold. But one thing we did do was get the goal, which, the Garnacho goal, quality team move. I can't remember the last time we put together a team move. It was Mount, Palestri, Dalot, Garnacho, and everybody was good. Like literally everybody. Like Casemiro, that's the best we've seen him play all season. He was back to his best. Mount, who I've been super critical of, he played very, very well. Both wide players. I've wanted to see Garnacho and Palestri start together as well. We looked to fret the entire game. Martial was linking the play also as well. Hannibal was just keeping the ball ticking. Dalot was a great outlet on that side. Saeed mentioned it, Amrabat inverting, and he's definitely going to be a plus as to be expected. And even Varane's just a touch of class, and Maguire played well also. But what I also like outside of scoring the 3 goals is that we looked to fret the entire game. That's my biggest criticism of this Manchester United team all the time is creating chances and scoring, and we just look to fret. So hopefully we kick on. Ten Hag did get it right. The players were spot on. Now he has a selection headache going forward. Like, because really that 11 should play again because they deserve it on merit. But we know he's more than likely going to switch it up and bring Bruno back into the side, bring Rashford back into the side. And that should not be the case. It should be the same 11. Because if that 11 played terribly and we lose that game, everyone's being super critical. And then the conversation is, oh, this is why Bruno plays. This is why Rashford plays. Bear in mind, it's only one game. Like, I'm not getting carried away. Like, yes, now back that up. That's what we need to do. Go beat Palace again and also play well. Then go and beat Galatasaray at home. Then go and do that. Then go and beat Brentford before the international break. So that's what they need to do. And yeah, you lot bump up the likes, but complaint. I can't believe what I was saying. Entertaining football, effective football. So these are
you lot are starved.
Starved.
Well, we are starving. We are because at the end of the day, we're not seeing good football. And you know what it is here? I feel like when you're winning games here, it's one of them where I think sometimes when we've like I think like similar to Arsenal this season, we've not had a convincing game this season. We've not had a game where we can be like, wow, we've got our feet up today, everyone's laughing, everyone's smiling. We haven't had that this season. Every game has been either torture or we've scraped a win. Every game, when you actually deep it, like 3-2 Forest, 1-0 against Wolves. We should have probably drew that game. 1-0 against certain other teams. Like we've scraped every game. So it was kind of good to see that when you had different personnel in, and it was similar in pre-season. When the second team played in pre-season, they were actually better than the first team, which is kind of weird. I
watched the your pre-season games. We were playing a lot more fluid with the second team.
Yeah, a lot more fluid. But the problem is with Ten Hag is that I feel like for me, because he knows Bruno and Rashford give him output, he then is going to prioritize them more rather than playing as a team. And then everyone, it's like almost, you know, when you got 2 good players in a team and the manager says, everyone play to Rashford, everyone play to Bruno. I feel like now in the first team, everyone's got a pressure to play to the better players. Whereas when you have a team, you could look at it the other night, everyone was passing to each other. You don't have to just pass to Bruno all the time. You don't have to just pass to Rashford. You can actually say, you know what, I'll give it Garnacho, give it him. And everyone just felt like a bit of sense of shared responsibility. And that comes down to the manager. What does he see? Does he want squad morale when people come into the team, they play together better? Or does he want certain individuals carrying the team. I don't know if that's a good mindset to have when you want to go far in a season. And it proved last season when certain competition we weren't doing well in, and certain in the Premier League we were very consistent away from home. So he's got to understand that, and he's got to think about the team rather than individuals. Simple as that.
And that's why I said he now actually, for the first time in a strong minute, he actually has a selection headache going into this game against Palace. Who do you play? Who does drop out? Because like who you take, like them players who played against Palace. Yeah, people say, oh, it's the League Cup, but if we would have played poorly in that game, those players would have been getting criticized, and rightfully so. So praise him for that performance. But like consistency is the key. That's what it is. Go and match that. Even if he does switch it up and he puts Bruno and Rashford back into the side, they shouldn't be that detrimental to the rest. Like, that's what I don't like. It's like, just putting Rashford back in the side, then it's okay for everybody else to play terrible. It's like, all right, Rashford might not be playing well, which he's not. His confidence is low. But why is it solely on him? Our attack plays bad and everyone blames Rashford. I'm like, yo, you man are out there for over 90 minutes. What were you doing? Why is it solely on him if we draw or lose? Like, so we'll see. Yes, obviously, teammates affect your game. Of course they do, but still perform to a level. You can still do that. You still perform to a competent level.
Bruno and Rashford, to me, scream as impact subs. And you guys at Man United always had good impact subs. Do you know what I mean? Like, from the days you had Saha, you've always had good Nani. These were impact subs. A lot of times
they had some good.
Good players off the bench. You always had strong players off the bench.
Bruno and Rashford, they will not give you a consistent 90 minutes. So why not play this team? And then if you need to get a goal with 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes to go, put them on. Because one thing they are good at, both Bruno and Rashford, is stat padding. Yeah. And those stats will lead to goals, which will lead to points. So why not use them as impact subs until they learn how to play a good 90 minutes? That would be a better utilization of this team, because when you start them and they're giving you a stinker for 90 minutes, when you're bringing on these players are not as impactful. Some of them are not as impactful and not as mature yet to come on and impact the game as to get you an assist, to get you a goal, like a Bruno will, like a Rashford will. And Rashford coming on with 30 minutes, 20 minutes with a team that are tired and knackered, he's not the most technical, but that left, all of a sudden, their right back now has to be on job because he's going to be burning you down that side. Do you get what I mean? Bruno coming on, Bruno will persist in trying to get a goal or trying to thread that ball and find Martial. Martial should be starting. Your new striker needs to be bedded in with time. He's coming into a team that's looking worse than it was last season, a team that we're not really seeing a complete identity with your previous games. That's not where you throw in a player that is still young and still developing. I said the same thing with Chelsea. You know what I mean? Some of their players, I rate like Caicedo. We're not seeing the best of Caicedo also because the team has no identity.
Yeah.
It has no structure, it has no confidence. What are you expecting from these youngsters? So I completely agree with you two. Stick with this and use Bruno and Rashford as impact subs. And then maybe the one-off game, you start them and see if they, realize that they're going to be made accountable. And I think restarting with Pellistri, bro, we did it with Saka. Linos, we did it with Saka. Pepe wasn't performing, right? Emery's like, right, put Saka in. And then look at the player Saka became. But if we persisted that, no, Pepe has to play because Pepe was our biggest signing, and because he's our biggest signing, and everyone was saying, oh, we got Pepe, we didn't need Zaha. If he folded to that, would Saka would have developed to the player that he was today? No, players need minutes to develop. We don't know how big, what kind of player Pellistri will be. But if you keep playing these players over them, I mean, what's going to happen? You never know. And you guys have always had a good history of bringing through youngsters. And yes, not all of them have been world class, but you've had some youngsters that have served you well as impact players.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's about like you said there, being competent. That's why with Pellistri, it's like play him just to see what level he's at. We've seen him off the bench. He's impacted games well. Now let's start him and let's see. And if he does fall short and he's not up to the standard, worst case scenario, he's an impact sub just with the attributes he has. Electric pace and direct.
If you give him a run of 10 games, give him 10 games, right? To play himself in or out of the team, to continue playing, or now you're out. All of a sudden, even if he's not been great, he's now on the world stage. So now you can get a decent fee for the guy if you want to flog him.
Like I said, we need to find out what level he is at. We legit don't know. All of our other attackers we pretty much know because we've seen them over an extended period of time. Let's see Pellistri play. We've seen him against Bayern Munich. He was okay. We've seen him against Palace. He played well. All right, play him against Palace again. Then play him against, he don't need no rest. Then play him against Galatasaray and the champs. Then play him against Brentford. Let's try and gauge where he's at and what level he's at and what he can do and what he can't do.
Mhm.
And that
If
could
you
help him
don't-
improve in terms of confidence.
If you don't, my club, this is why I wasn't happy with us getting rid of Balogun. We got rid of Balogun doing well on loan, and then we're given it another chance, another year from Eddie Nketiah when we already know what the level is and the ceiling
You know
is.
what he is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember when this fan base were twerking for Iwobi, Gnabry never got a chance. He had a loan out on West Brom, and we never gave him a chance. You know what I'm saying?
And Gnabry got away, man. I don't know how he got away from you lot. That was mad.
Wenger and Tony Pulis.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tony Pulis said he wasn't good enough. That's why. Tony Pulis said he
Yeah.
wasn't good enough.
Wenger agreed. That's why he got rid of him. Like, it's crazy.
That's
I just want to
crazy.
highlight this comment real quick as well. I don't know if this guy's having a dig at Arsenal side, but even if Arsenal win 6-0, we'll still be sad. I think he means you'll still be sad. I don't know. Maybe he'll still be sad. Yeah, we'll win 6-0 and we'll find out, innit? Because if you actually talking of a 6-0, if you type in on YouTube, you're obviously on it watching this. If you type in Lee Gunner, Sevilla, yeah, we actually beat them 6-0. Yeah, and that's had nearly 70,000 views, mate, and I'm extremely happy. It actually says in the title of the video, Happy Lee Gunner fan cam. you lot make up your own scenarios, I
People
swear.
make up stuff. People be making up
They
stuff.
just think that Lee just wants to be like misery. Like he wants Arsenal to actually win. You know what I mean? I think the channel will do actually even more better when Arsenal start winning trophies, mate. So I feel like for me, like people think that Lee wants this or even Northside want this to happen. Like, you know what I mean? If Arsenal play well and they start winning trophies, everyone's happy, mate. You know what I mean?
Hey, go and have a look at my FA Cup semi-final and FA Cup final watch-alongs. Yeah, again, 2 of the highest viewed videos on the channel. Yeah, and this myth that I only get views when Arsenal are losing. Yeah, well, there's an easy way to get around that myth, isn't it? Yeah, number 1, check the channel's highest viewed videos.
Just
right?
look at
And number two, stop losing.
Yes.
Like, pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're on our long.
Shall I tell you what
longest
my highest
trophy
view
drought.
is? Shall I tell you what my highest view is? Yeah, is when Liverpool battered us 5-0. The vlog.
Profiting off
was
of
the worst
negativity,
thing.
mate.
Bro, listen, when I say that day, I just put it out there and I couldn't believe it, man. The next morning, it was on 170k, man. And like I said, I don't want this to happen, but United make this happen. You know what I mean? I want United to win trophies, but it's unfortunate that we've got a culture of losers and the club don't want to win anything, and B, Man City down the road. You know what I mean? They don't make it easy, do they? You know what I mean? So,
people will blame people. Ain't easy. People will blame you. Like even you mentioned there with I bet if you look through the comments of that blog that you're talking about, someone's blaming you for the loss as a fan, saying this is why we lose. Like you was out there playing.
Fans like
I'm
you
saying,
were the reason we're rubbish.
Yeah, like I have to look around. Like, did I play? Did I miss it? Did I not track a runner?
bro,
What's going on?
Even being happy over a 6-0, we smashed PSV 4-0. Yeah, everyone was happy. What happened in the North London derby? Look at this performance yesterday against Brentford. So they can be as happy as they want to be. Yeah, you lot were gassed over PSV, but we haven't shown that kind of form in the Premier League, have we?
Yeah.
So they can be as happy as they want.
It's about responding in isolation. Like you said, you can watch the PSV game, beat PSV and play well and be like, that's a good game. I'm happy about that game in particular. But that doesn't mean that all the problems have been solved because you've won one match. Same way with Manchester United. Just because we played well against Palace and beat them in the League Cup doesn't necessarily mean that all problems are solved. We could easily go and draw to Palace on Saturday. That could easily happen if he switches the team up. Because we've watched these players be inconsistent. These players were consistent. Guess what? We'd be much higher up the table and have a bigger chance of winning trophies.
And anyone you think is critical, watch their watch along, because sometimes I do watch along highlights. Lee should be rating them when he scores.
I see yours the other day. Yeah, I see yours. I haven't watched the whole thing. Yeah, I watched a little bit, and he was like showing Curtis when he was going in on Georgia, bro. That was funny, man. I can't lie. Big up Curtis. Then me, Ola, and Matty all celebrating the Arsenal goals against Tottenham. Oh, look, Lee's negative. Lee's sad. Look how happy he is that Arsenal has scored against Tottenham. Do you know what I'm saying? These people take isolated 10-second clips with no context and make a whole new story out of it. Bro, I see it all the time. And it's not just me. It happens to a lot of other content creators as well. Yeah, Rants gets a lot of stick as well. Yeah, but the fact is, every single season, I've been proven right. Yeah, this is
what's mad, though? Had we had channels in there. Yeah.
But it's our longest trophy
in the early
for a
2000s.
decade. This is the longest we've gone in the last 10 years without winning a trophy. This manager's the problem.
Yeah. I was gonna say, had we had a channel in the early 2000s, mate, we'd be all chilling, mate. We'd be on millions of subscribers.
We'd be in Portable News living life on a yacht.
Of course. Treble winning, 3-peating.
Invincibles,
Bro.
doubles, winning the league at Spurs, winning at United. Like, bro, we'd be
Bro, we've been
Hey.
terrible. We've just come in the
Yes.
wrong era. That's what we've done. We've come into
Yes.
YouTube in the wrong era.
Yeah,
That's
but
all it
people
is,
will
man.
always accuse people like us, yeah, right? Because they're that dense, they didn't realize YouTube wasn't around back then, right?
Yes,
So
facts.
you jumped on YouTube, yeah, to start making money off of the downfall of your football club. Well, how about have that energy for the football club and make them raise their standards, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because we have just to clarify, people, we have zero bearing on what goes on at the football club and the form. You know what I'm saying? The reason Jorginho got caught on the ball was not Northside or League on his fault. Just for clarification, they are not at fault for that. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, but
to
you
let
give
you lot
fans
know.
like us a bad name.
Yeah.
No, we don't. The reason our fans have got a bad name and are known as the mouthiest fans online, yeah, is because they hype up absolutely everything. I think it was a tweet I put out yesterday. Might not be. Maybe it was on. I can't remember. Yeah, and I was like, this lot would gas up Titus Bramble if Arteta wanted him.
That's where some fans are at, though, in regards to, I understand supporting your club. I understand supporting your manager. Cool. But if a signing gets made and you go, I think that's a bad signing. That's okay to say I think it's a bad signing. Managers get things wrong. Like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You man didn't agree with everything Wenger did. Me and Saeed didn't agree with absolutely everything that Sir Alex Ferguson did. That doesn't mean we discredit those managers and don't like them and don't think they're legends and goats and greats. Of course they are. But managers get things wrong. And that's okay to call that out and say, you said it there with Titus Bramble. Yes. I'm saying any of our clubs could sign a player from League One and who's done nothing there, and certain fans would definitely hype up. Or let's see, the manager's got a plan for him. Sometimes it's okay to say, I think this is a bad signing, you know. And that's cool.
Yesterday during the game, yeah, I posted a tweet, right? And the first tweet I see before I posted mine was a massive Arsenal account saying, maybe I'm seeing the game differently to how you guys are seeing it, but I think Kai Havertz is having a great game. This guy's got 320,000 followers. Yeah?
Oh, man.
The very next tweet underneath it was, we need a serious conversation about this guy Havertz, and he's got about 100. It's like, bro, this lot are confused. Right, I want to read this out before we wrap up because I want to go beach.
Yeah,
I'm stressed with this.
Yeah,
I'm going beach, right? But I swear down, I'm getting myself in Fengarola Port and I'm chilling. Right, listen to this. This is what we're up against, me and Northside, and you guys have it in your fan base. You got an account,
yep,
United account called UG. Yeah, it's got about 300,000 followers. I think it's UG. Yeah, right. That is a PR account for Man United all day long, right? But this is the same. This Eduardo Pagan. Yeah, Mikel Arteta on Aaron Ramsdale. I don't think I'm the one to answer questions about Aaron Ramsdale's quality because I'm the person who signed him when no one else believed in him. That's Arteta directly after the game last night, yeah? This guy's put it out there. So I quoted it. I put, yeah, he also signed William, Marie, Lokonga, Savage, Cedric, Jorginho, Matt Ryan, Runnison, Turner, Marquinhos, and Trusty. He then also signed up to new contracts. Rob Holding, Eddie, Nelson, Xhaka, El Neni, Win the Dog. Fuck off. This is the people that give Arsenal a bad name.
Gosh.
Because they're promoting this rubbish. Yeah. And then somebody in the comments to that has said, but we made profit off of Trusty and Turner. Really? Add in their wages and we lost money, mate. Yeah, just because we got a transfer fee that was bigger than what we paid transfer fee. What did they do it for free then? Like, do you know what I'm saying? These people are dense, bro. I swear down. Yeah. Big up to this guy as well. Yeah. I love this guy. He rattles so many Man United fans.
LUHC,
Bro,
he rattles the United fan base. Yeah, he rattles everyone, man.
But he's right. He's absolutely spot on with most of what he says. Not all of it. Some of the stuff he says is a bit wild, isn't it? but
wild.
A lot of what he says, a lot of it, I'd say maybe 75% of what he says, yeah, is absolutely spot on. Yeah, and these people are all sucked in by feelings, emotions, like dogs. Oh my God, I fancy the players. Like I see a tweet the other day saying Arsenal got the best looking squad in the league. Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like, who cares? And somebody replied to it and said, yeah, that was all done for PR because they're more marketable if they're prettier. Yeah. Can you imagine marketing Martin Keown?
You know what I was saying? That when, you know, I've seen that video where he goes aura, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you want, man? One? You see that video where they all like in a line and it's like aura. I'm like, bro, like, stop it, man. You've not won anything, man. Like, bro, come on. I get invincible team, yeah. But man, are saying aura and that, you know. What aura,
Yeah.
man?
Or
People
for
doing
what?
people
It's
doing
only your
fans doing
fan
too
base that
much.
do that.
Doing
Yeah,
too
but it's
much,
only
man.
Arsenal fan base. Arsenal fan base doing the most, man. Most prettiest squad, most. I'm like, bro, just relax, man.
Bro, they're all a
Expected
bit
goals
zesty
and
and fruity. I can't lie. This lot have got a banner put up in the ground saying Mikel Arteta, the best looking Spaniard we know. Yeah. I remember when Alexis Sanchez left.
that's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit
That's
sus,
a
isn't
bit,
it? Right? I
yeah,
remember
that's
when
a bit
Alexis
sus.
Sanchez left. I went to the very next game after he'd signed for Man United. His dog banner with his dogs was still in the North Bank. Yeah.
Wow.
Now we've got rid of him. He went to United. He's had his career after that and whatever. And now we've got another one with a dog fetish. Yeah, Kai Havertz. He's got a dog fetish, bro. Yeah. Bro, Chelsea fans have told me he's got a weird relationship with his dogs, mate. Like proper off key, dresses them up and everything. Like, it's all about. So you're putting clothes on a dog. Nah, man. That dog was born naked, bro. Like, just leave him. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's proper weird, man. But it is what it is. But listen, guys, this show's been hilarious. I can't lie. The chat's been hilarious.
Big up, man.
Yeah, big up to everyone in there. Northside, bro. Shout your thing out, man. What you got coming up?
Love. Northside LDN. No lies today. I will be live with rants at 7. So make sure you tune into that. But yeah, the channel Northside LDN on the road to 5K. Love, bro. Love Saeed. Flawless. And Leaf having me up.
Man.
Already know what time
always love, man. Always. Flawless, man.
Yeah, man. Big up for having me.
What you got?
Yeah, man. Big up for having me on as always, man. Large up the chat. Shout out Saeed Northside each and every time. Coming up. 4:30 p.m. on Sarcasm City TV doing the Man United podcast. So I'll be talking all things Manchester United. So answering questions from the chat. And then, yeah, Manchester United Arsenal show with my Don TJ Warren. Shout out to TJ every single time. That's midnight UK time on my channel as well. Sarcasm City TV on YouTube. And then, yeah, I'm on with Rants as well on his channel at 3 p.m. as well. But yeah, big up for having me as always, man. And yeah, Sarcasm City TV. Hit the subscribe button, people.
Yeah, man. Saeed, love as always, my guy. What you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, man. Come on. Big up to the chat. Make sure you like the video, though, man. You get me? Leave putting out all the content here. You might not like the video, so just hit the like button. Costs you nothing. And yeah, Saeed TV, I'll be live at 6 p.m., people. So tune in, Saeed TV, 6 p.m. But big up, man. Love for having me.
I'm just seeing who's live that we like. I would have swerved to Never a Foul, but they got that Rory Knows Nothing on there. So unfortunately,
I can't swear he's a bit of a mad one, him.
Another zesty one, making up songs in the shower and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Here we go. LB. Let me get LB's link and we'll divert you to LB. He's fuming. He's doing this player.
Yeah, man. Big up Lee, LB.
So yeah, let me get his link quickly and then we'll wrap this up. But yeah, go and check out LB. Lee Gunner raid in the chat and all of that. And where is he? There he is. There he is. Right, okay, we're going to get you his link for his stream. We're going to raid him. I can find out what I'm doing. And yeah, love, man. Listen, I'm done for the day. Tomorrow, I might have some content coming out on the other channel, but over the weekend, definitely. Yeah, PSG are playing on Sunday, so I might do something for that. But what is this Mac doing, man? I need a new Mac. I swear, this Mac is doing my hits in.
I was gonna say you need an upgrade on that one, man.
Yeah, well, I might be getting one sorted this week. Yeah, because I've had enough of this, mate. I can't lie. 1 second. Right, okay. Redirect link is in there for Lewis's channel. Yeah, he's not happy with the performance for Man City yesterday. See, his team have just done a treble and he's still not happy. Yeah, elite levels, mate. There's levels to this, mate. Yeah. Anyway, big up to everyone. Make sure you sub to the guys. Big up to all of you guys in the chat. Subs, all of you lot, all the donations, everything else as well, all the likes. And we're out of it, people. Ciao.
Love.
Peace.